Hey everyone, welcome to my Wednesday evening talk. Tonight I'll be talking about 5 things that you need to know to gain control over your cravings. So we all are familiar with the cravings, maybe even more now that we're in a lockdown because all we can think about is food as a distraction. But there are a few things that you probably didn't know about cravings, which I'm going to talk about today. But first of all, what are you craving? What food in particular are you after? Is it salty food? Is it sweet? Is it dairy? Is it cheese? Drop me a comment below and tell me what is it that you're craving the most. So, have you ever thought about why you're craving, or is it actual physical craving, or are you craving food because you are trying to comfort yourself, or you use it as a little comfort blanket, to make you feel better about something. So I got first comment, chocolate, yay, I love chocolate, I crave chocolate as well, sugar, yeah, that's the one. So those are the things probably people crave the most. So, and why are you craving it? What is it? What makes you crave it? Are you bored? Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you sad? Are you happy? Tell me all that I should know. Drop me a comment in below just so I know why are you craving things? Why do you think that you're craving things? So, what is the definition of a craving? I googled it today. It's a powerful desire for something. So you really, really want something so bad that you are even willing to drive down to the shop and go and buy it. But if you didn't have a car, I doubt you will walk there for about 10 to 15 minutes to go and get it. So most of the time, if you wait for 10 to 15 minutes and you distract yourself, you don't even bother anymore because it's like, oh, well, I don't even want it anymore, so what's the point? So maybe it's not such a strong desire to actually get something, is it? So it's just kind of getting that control back and stepping back and being like, right, I don't need to actually go and get that food, to comfort myself. So, have you ever craved healthy food? Drop me a comment below if you have ever craved broccoli or if you have ever craved something that is healthy. I bet you there's not many people. Oh, thanks, Grace, you're eating ice cream right now. So I bet you there is not many people that actually crave broccoli or healthy food, and I'll tell you why. Because all these things like sugar and salt, they're so addictive that they easily taste buds and stuff like that. So we want to go for the food that boosts our dopamine levels, makes us feel amazing, oh, Marie craves fruit, yay, pineapple, oh, that's good. So some people actually do crave some good food. I sometimes crave like cauliflower and broccoli and stuff like that. I know, I'm nuts. But yeah, most of the time it's chocolate. So we can crave healthy food. It's all about how we're going to train ourselves, but also about our taste buds and the situations we are in and stuff like that. So there's loads to it. So we can crave healthy food as well, but, maybe not all the time. So I'm going to start this craving thing with sugar, which is the most obvious food that many people crave. And I'm going to read 3 very scary facts to you, okay? So, sugar or fructose, which you also consume when you have your fruit and stuff, but with the fructose that you consume from fruit, you have it with fiber, which slows down the release of the sugar, which is much better for you, so you're not actually getting such a bad effect from it. So when you have fructose in your processed foods or in your biscuits or as a table sugar or something like that, you should know that fructose makes us eat more. So more you eat, more you want to eat. Fructose converts directly into fat. So when you have your fructose, your body doesn't need it for anything else. It just stores it as fat. So when you need it, when you're in danger or you need to run away from something or you're running out of fuel, your body will then turn into that fat that you've stored for some energy. And fructose makes us sick. So those are 3 scary facts you should know. And if that doesn't put you off sugar, then I hope that you can find stronger reasons not to go for those cravings, not to give in into those cravings as much as you give in to them now. So, where do I start with cravings? So, if I go through comments and see what you guys craving, just so if I can see if you're craving what most of the people and myself I am. So, chocolate craving, sugar, biscuits. Okay, when you have a horrid day, bored, needs chocolate, yeah, definitely distraction, comfort eating, exactly, sweets when I'm bored. Chris is currently eating an ice cream when I'm bored and stressed. People are craving food when they're bored and stressed. So can you see the pattern? There is a certain pattern to all these cravings. So maybe if you become aware of it, you might take control of it a little bit more, but I'll tell you more about it in a bit. Fruits. So some people do actually crave fruit, but it's still sugar, you know. So some people say, yeah, but fruit is better than, biscuits. 100%. However, there's also this thing about moderation. So maybe 2-3 portions of fruit if you want to go really like fancy on your fruit salad. So pineapple. No, people don't crave healthy foods. Never. I'm waiting for this moment when people are going to be like, I'm craving healthy food. Okay, never. Karina never craves healthy food. Only crave healthy food after eating loads of unhealthy foods. Usually crave sugar. And that's a very good point, Maddie. So some people go on this binge when they go all out. They go on holiday and they literally stuff their face with sweets, alcohol, sugar, chocolate, you name it, everything. And then they come home and it's like, oh my God, where's salad? Where's broccoli? So one of those things when you actually feel that you need the right kind of food. So nothing healthy anymore. Haribos. Salty food. Yeah, so salty food is also one of the foods that people crave. And also salt is as addictive as sugar. So more you have it, more you want it. So one of the ways to break out from that vicious circle is to pretty much stop and try to have little of it. Or maybe go for things like salty things like celery sticks or like some kind of vegetables, and for sugar, obviously for fruit, but in moderation. So I always try to eat healthy things and combat sweet cravings, but I end up eating those also sweets anyway. Yeah, okay. All right. So here is what I'm going to tell you about sugar cravings, okay? So one of the reasons why people crave sugar and one of the reasons why people go for snacks and stuff like that is because they start their day wrong. So they skip breakfast. They have very weird breakfast. So they have no breakfast. They have coffee for breakfast. They have sugary, snack bars for breakfast or cereals and stuff like that. Your body needs the fuel first thing in the morning and when you go throughout the day. Your brain runs on glucose. But it doesn't run on the glucose from your sugary snacks. It runs on the glucose from the right stuff that you get in your diet, which is real food. So you need to start your day with a big breakfast full of fiber, full of protein, a little bit of fruit to satisfy that sweet tooth, and then you will see that throughout the day you're less hungry and you got less sugary cravings and you got less dips in your blood sugar levels. So just be aware of how important breakfasts are. Many people have got this thing wrong. So they start off their day with no breakfast or coffee or something, then they have some kind of lunch and then go. And what they do, what after dinner? They have pudding because they've earned it and they crave it and stuff like that. And it's only because they started that day wrong. So if you want to take control of your cravings, start your day right. Not with the fruit and fiber from a cereal box, but get your oats, get your nuts and seeds, get your chia seeds, get your flax seeds, get all sorts of things that are full of fiber in your breakfast, and it will help you throughout the day. So flip the pyramid upside down and tell me how that feels. If you have already tried that, drop me a comment in below and let me know if that actually works for you. So if your dinner is your biggest meal of the day, you are not going to feel hungry in the morning, which is going to obviously put you off from breakfast, and you go to bed where you'll be digesting the food instead of having a rest, which then leads to my second point, which is sleep deprivation. So second most important thing that can help you stop your cravings and prevent you from having cravings is getting enough sleep. So when I was doing my research today, here is what I found. Let me read it out to you because I can't remember exactly what it says. So, studies show that even a single night of sleep deprivation, one night only, changes the levels of our hunger and appetite hormone, leading to increased hunger. It also affects the way your brain motivation center responds to the sight of food. So what does that mean? That basically means that you're prone or you're more likely to crave high calories, low density food, which will make you gain weight and crave sweets and salty sugar and everything else. How crazy is that? One night of sleep. How is your sleep, guys? Let me know in a comment below. How do you feel after a night where you didn't get enough sleep? Are you hungrier? Are you angry? Are you moody? Do you need more food? Because I definitely do. I for sure know that when I didn't have a good night's sleep, I wake up and I'm starving all day long. I can eat as much food as I like, nothing's going to satisfy me. So sleep is super important to prevent your cravings. It regulates those hormones of hunger and appetite, so it stops you from craving the food that your body doesn't need. Make sure you get your ZZs in. Make sure you go to bed at the same time every day during the week, on the weekends as well. Try and get to bed before 10 and 10:30. That's an ideal time. Get that restful sleep, where your body can repair and restore and balance those hormones. So you wake up in the morning and you actually are in control of your day. Okay? So that's going to be my tip number 2. So first one was control the portion sizes of your food. Start with a king's size of breakfast. So big breakfast, medium lunch, smaller dinner, full of fiber and protein. Second one, get your sleep. So third one, most of the time we eat food for the sake of eating, but what we do, we don't feed our body. We are overfed but undernourished. So let's look at this from this point of view. So you're having your healthy snack for your breakfast, then you have your sandwich for lunch, which you just grabbed from a petrol station because you were in rush because you have to go to the meeting, and you come home and then you order a massive takeaway because you're so hungry that you need something big and comforting to not only fill you up but also make you feel good about yourself because you had such a stressful day. All you ate was junk. Your body got 0 nutrients from your food, and the reason why you're craving is because your body wants nutrients. When your body doesn't get what it needs from your food, which is your vitamins and minerals, micronutrients, and your protein, fat, and carbohydrates, you will crave the food like mad because you need the nutrients. So your proteins are the building blocks for your body. Your body needs your amino acids, your body needs the protein. Carbohydrates, important for your energy. Do not cut your carbohydrates out. Yes, swap your white rice for brown rice, but have your rice. You need the carbohydrates. And fat, don't cut your fat out. You need it for hormone production. So leave it there. Be good with your fat. Your fat is not butter or margarine or whatever. It's avocados, nuts and seeds, olive oil and stuff like that. So if you get all that in your body, you will prevent the cravings because your body will get what it needs. So just to be a bit more precise, let's take chocolate. I give this as an example all the time. So your body wants chocolate. So about 5 or 6 people said they crave chocolate. What do you think your body craves? Drop me a comment in below. What do you think your body actually needs when it craves chocolate? So if you're a woman, you 100% know when are you craving chocolate before your period, because your body needs magnesium. Magnesium is in foods such as green leafy vegetables, nuts and seeds, beans and pulses and things like that. So when your body craves chocolate, it doesn't crave chocolate, it craves magnesium. When you get your magnesium from, for example, you make a smoothie with a banana, oats and some milk, and you put in a tablespoon of nut butter and a cocoa powder, which is an actual chocolate, Thank you, Chris. Magnesium, which is a real thing. Your body will get magnesium, and guess what? All of a sudden, you have no cravings. So how amazing is that? So when you crave something, always ask yourself a question. So, okay, what am I craving, and what is my body actually craving? Am I craving, some protein, rather than I'm craving, I don't know, you just name it. So if it's, for example, if you look at craving from emotional kind of point of view, for chocolate, sometimes it's that you crave the sweetness in your life. You crave a bit of love, you maybe feel a bit lonely or something. So there are all sorts of stuff that are going on in our body that our body is trying to tell us. So don't give into cravings for the wrong reasons. Always think twice about what is your body trying to tell you. Okay? So first one, big breakfast, medium lunch, and small dinners. Get your, full fiber and protein. Get your ZZs in, and then don't feed your body with food that doesn't nourish it. So don't be overfed but undernourished. So next one, this is gonna be a big one. Put your hand up or give me a thumbs up if you have ever been on a diet. Millions of diets. I have tried them all because that's how I roll, It's like an experiment that I do for everyone else. No, I just like to torture myself. So, have you ever dieted? So, if you have ever dieted, most of the time you have to take something out. Gareth dieted. Okay, one person has dieted. I have 16 people watching and only one person has dieted. Come on, guys, put your thumbs up. I am pretty sure you have dieted before. If you have ever dieted, you had to either cut something out, lower your calories, stop junk food, or stop whatever you enjoyed before, you had to stop that. Oh, Siobhan has dieted as well. Amazing. So 2 people have dieted out of 13. When you diet, Maddie, good. When you diet, you take things out which you either enjoy or you like, or maybe your body needs and stuff like that. So loads of people have dieted, they said they've dieted. When your diet stops, because diet is something that has an expiry date. Lifestyle doesn't. You change your lifestyle and you go on forever. You've got this balance, which I'm going to get to in a bit. When you diet, you cut out food which you actually like. What are you going to do when the diet expires? After 2-3 months that you've reached your goal, you fit into your dress, you got your summer body ready, you go on a binge. Why? Because you deprived yourself. What is the point, guys? Life is so short. Yes, eat healthy. Get your 80-20% balance in. So be good for 80% of the time, 20% have your Haribos, Eugenie. Have your biscuits, have your whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you off. Chris is not going to tell you off. No one's going to tell you off. But those things are not the main thing in your diet. They are there as a treat, and treat means once a week, something like that. Have it, because when you have it and it's allowed, you won't crave it. We hate to be told what not to have. When someone says you can't touch that, what are you gonna do? I'll touch it. When they say don't go there, I'll go there, because what's there? So just don't deprive yourself of the things that you don't have to. Just be good most of the time, and you can get away with it for the rest of the time. So this is what we call lifestyle. I have my pizza if I want to, but I don't have my pizza every single weekend. I have my ice cream, or Chris has his ice cream now because it was his birthday, but he doesn't have it every day. He has it every now and then, and he doesn't feel guilty about it. Just let go of the guilt. Enjoy what you want to enjoy in a small portion, so you don't want to go on a binge and ruin it all and feel worse about it. So, just to repeat, big breakfast, full of fiber and protein, medium lunch, small dinner. I forgot the second one. Sleep deprivation, get your ZZs in, okay? Sleep is very important in terms of managing your cravings. Third one, you are overfed and malnourished. Eat the food that your body needs, not the food that your body craves. And then stop your diet mentality. Don't deprive yourself, because you're gonna just keep digging and digging with your fork or spoon, that little hole where you're gonna fall into, and you're just gonna be in that vicious circle for the rest of your life. And the last one, More you eat it, more you crave it. So I said it at the beginning, you eat your sugar, you want more sugar. There is no stop button in our brain to say, well, I had enough. And why is that? Because your body needs the nutrients that support our body in terms of our, muscle building and internal organs repair and, our brain function and everything. If it doesn't get it, it just wants you eat. It just wants you to eat, constantly to get what it actually needs. So more you have it, more you want it. Less you have it, less you want it. So take it out of your diet. You don't have to go cold turkey today, but if you do, amazing. If you can do that, it's fine. Cut it out or make healthy swaps. So, like I said before, if you crave your crisps, maybe go for like carrots, celery, something that's crispy and salty and crunchy, and a bit of sweetness there as well with carrots. If you crave your sweets, go for 90% chocolate, 75, 80% chocolate, go for fruit. Maybe have that energy bar, but go for like a real ingredients, 4 ingredients, or make your own energy balls, It's really, really easy to find substitutes for all of that. So don't get dragged into that trap of, oh, I'll just have one, oh, then I'll have another one, because there's never one. It's always loads. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I summed it up quite well. That's what I think. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, for example, snacks. So like fruit, always combine it with some kind of fat or protein to slow down the release of the sugar as well. So for example, yogurt and fruit goes quite well. Fruits and nuts goes quite well. So, you can always find ways how to work around your cravings. So that would be my 5 things on how to actually gain control over your cravings, because we all have cravings. We can't prevent that. We are human, If we feel low, we want something to boost us, something to lift us up. We can't afford to buy cars all the time, so we just go and buy chocolate. It's much cheaper. But we don't have to be that way, Every now and then it's perfectly fine, but don't let it become a habit. So here we are now, 5 tips on how to gain control. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the comment below. I'm going to give you another minute or so I can answer all your questions. And I'm just going to go through the comments again to see what else has popped up. So when I asked about who's dieted, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people saying they dieted. Everyone has dieted. Like, we all know that trap because we want to look good, but what we need to do, we need to find something that works for us, because there's no perfect diet. There's only a diet that works with our lifestyle, and it doesn't deprive us, and it doesn't put us in a position where we lose too much weight too soon and then gain it back twice as much. So it's yo-yo dieting that you want to avoid. So you want a diet, pick a diet which doesn't have an expiry date, and it's, if you're ever gonna go on a diet, ask yourself one question: can I sustain this 5 years from now? If you can, you got thumbs up, go for it. If you can't, forget it. Just move on. It's not gonna help you at all. So, I'm just checking my house has not hidden cameras, as Dominika just described me. Sorry, Siobhan. I think I've described most of the people, myself included. I do it all the time, I have like cravings for chocolate and sweets and stuff, but I try to be smart. And I know when I let myself go, I know how I fall off that wagon. And one of the best things I've done for my health in past few years was I went sugar-free for 3 full months, not 6, 3 full months. Guys, honestly, the best experience, not because I've lost weight. I haven't lost much weight. I've lost maybe 1 kilo or 2. My mood swings, non-existent. Occasionally, I get a bit grumpy. I was so happy all the time. I didn't have any cravings whatsoever. I literally felt amazing. My gut, I've got quite a bad IBS. I'm managing it and stuff. But when I cut out sugar, my IBS all of a sudden was gone. And I'm not saying it's just sugar that causes it, but one of the things probably for me back then was sugar. So it was just so many things that actually the sugar, cutting out sugar helped me with. It's unbelievable. So no, you're welcome, Gareth. I'm glad you found it helpful. So I have porridge for breakfast with banana. What shall I add to it or remove? So I wouldn't remove anything from your porridge. I would just add a little bit more fiber. So play around with things like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, coconut, like desiccated. I'm still foreign. yeah, a little bit of fruit, you know, like pear or apple or something like that, you know, a bit more adventurous. Sometimes our gut also needs variety, so more variety you have in your diet, better for you it is, and then you have less cravings because you allow yourself to have that variety, so you have more food to kind of go for, so you satisfy all those cravings in advance. So yeah, I would just add a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of protein powder if you like. Really useful. Thanks, Dom. You're very welcome, Maddie. Can you elaborate on the 80-20? Okay, so 80-20, what this means. So 80% of the time, so let's take a week, okay? So I'm not very good with math, so correct me if I'm wrong. So let's take a week. So in your week, for example, you have 1 or 2 meals where you go 20% off your track of healthy eating and being of healthy eating and being on track with your food, and kind of having some kind of like regime, you know, or a system in it. So for example, if you have your breakfast, lunch and dinner scheduled and planned for the week, for example, on Friday night, you can have maybe stir fry, which is not so healthy, but you still are in the 80-20% of being good, you know, and not undoing all your hard work. And maybe on Sunday, have that Sunday roast, or maybe have the extra pudding that you wouldn't normally have. That's what's 80-20. 80% of the time, you are doing what your body needs and what makes you feel good. It's not a diet. You listen to your body, it makes you feel good, and you go for it. And 20% of the time, you allow yourself to have an occasional ice cream, an occasional something that you really fancy, be it pizza, you know, maybe, you know, a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine or something, but you still feel that you are balanced. So finding that lifestyle that works for you. Hope that helped. If it hasn't, drop me a comment and I'll try and elaborate a little bit more. So, okay, in terms of what that looks like roughly in a week. Okay, so I hope that answered the question. Why does everyone say that my classes are better than yours? What are you on about, Chris? Where was that? I've never seen that before. Has anyone said Chris's classes were better than mine? No, okay, yeah, no one's saying that. No, Chris, you're good. Good. I've heard really good feedback about your classes. I might be joining your class soon. Does the body ever detox from chocolate? So if you go cold turkey, would you ever get a stage where your cravings disappear? Yes. But it all depends on other things as well. So you can get rid of cravings for the chocolate that's like dairy, milky, you know, kind of chocolate when you start to eat proper food, because then you realize that it's almost like a rational thing, you know. You think, oh, why would I want that? It's just not right. Like it doesn't nourish me at all. It doesn't even taste as good, you know. And the thing is, when you have less sugar in your diet, there's one actually amazing thing about it. You then have something like, for example, chocolate bar, which is milk, dairy, 20% chocolate and 80% sugar. You realize that's yuck. That is so sickly sweet that you don't actually want it because it makes you sick. So if you went cold turkey, you will definitely get to that stage where you just realize you don't want it, because if you put that real stuff in, your body stops craving it, and like I said, less sugar you have, less you want it. No, you're welcome, Caroline. You're welcome. Okay, Maddie, good. I'm glad that helped. I hope I explained myself, because sometimes I'm a bit like I can rumble. Okay, interested in your recommendation of quitting sugar, as it sounds like you can really benefit. Sugar is my nemesis. Ooh, what's that? Any suggestion on how to tackle going sugar-free? Yes. Okay, right. So bear with me. I'm just gonna grab something which I'm not getting paid for, but. So when I quit sugar, this is what I did. I bought this book. This book is called I Quit Sugar by Sarah Wilson, and it's got 8 weeks detox plan and a cookbook. So I followed the plan. I did my own food. I cooked everything from scratch. It was amazing. It was loads of work, but I love cooking anyways, and I love the fact that I had so much control over my food. So she doesn't do this anymore. She doesn't have the website or anything. You can, I think, only buy the books, and if you can't buy the books, I'm happy to lend you mine if you like. So just let me know if you can't get it. I got it on Amazon, and it's just kind of like a guide on how to start and, you know, how to like support yourself on that journey. And I mean, you can do it in 8 weeks, but you can also do it in a longer time. And I mean, she obviously cuts out the fruits as well, which is beneficial for maybe 6 weeks, but I wouldn't go for longer than that. I have tried it so many times, and I must say, you know, fruit is something that you need because it's got nutrients and it's got minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. So that was what I did when I quit sugar, and it really helped me. But once you try it, you basically want to do it more and more and more, and unless you, the thing is, unless you experience something, you won't ever understand. So if you don't ever give it a go, and you always be like, oh, I'm just gonna like try it a little bit and a little bit, it's not gonna be working. But if you give it a go and you really go for it for 2-3 months, and then you like observe your body, how it feels, see how your mood is, how your skin, I mean, I forgot to say, my skin was the best it's ever been. Like, everyone was like, oh my god, Dom, like, your skin is so amazing, what are you doing, what products are you using? I was like, I don't even put a cream on my face. Like, it was literally my diet because I had no sugar. So basically what sugar does as well, I forgot to say that one, sugar ages you. So anything that you put in your body and it speeds you up or increases the inflammation, so things like coffee, sugar, junk food, are gonna make you look older, gives you wrinkles and stuff like that. So you can put whatever creams you want on your face, you can put all sorts of stuff on the outside, and you're feeding yourself with junk food from the inside. Not gonna work. You want to be looking after your body inside out. That's how you're gonna get younger looking skin, feeling better, you know, being, you know, you glow, you literally glow when you look after yourself inside out. Okay. You have inspired me to ditch my birthday cake and get back on a healthy living. No, I haven't inspired you to ditch it. You probably ate it all, Chris. more likely. So no, I'm joking. Okay, good. Put it in the bin, and you know, on the way to the bin, just leave it on the side. I'll come and pick it up later. No, I'm joking. I won't. Okay, guys. I hope you found this helpful. This is a big passion of mine, like sugar and gut health and stuff. So if you have got any questions, obviously feel free to ask. I'll go through the comments later, maybe tomorrow or something, if I haven't picked up on some. But other than that, it was a pleasure. I hope you enjoy that, and spread the words, quit the sugar. Let's be happy and healthy. And yeah, so get your ZZs now. I'm gonna get mine, and I'll see you soon. Take care.